The United States of America is close to an agreement to supply Ukraine with long-range cruise missiles, JASSM. However, Kiev will have to wait several months until the US resolves technical issues before any delivery. This is reported by Reuters. According to three sources, the inclusion of JASSM missiles in the arms package for Ukraine is expected to be announced this fall. That is, before the end of November. However, the final decision has not yet been made. Officials said that sending JASSM missiles to Ukraine could significantly change the strategic landscape of the conflict, since most of Russia's territory would be within range of powerful, high-precision munitions. Meanwhile, military analysts suggest that the use of JASSM missiles, which are stealthy and can strike further than most of the missiles that Ukraine currently has, could push Russian concentrations and supply depots hundreds of miles away. This, in turn, will complicate Russia's ability to conduct offensive operations and potentially provide Ukraine with a strategic advantage. In particular, launching them from points near Ukraine's northern border with Russia could allow the Ukrainian armed forces to hit targets as far away as the Russian cities of Voronezh and Bryansk. The Moscow region is also in the strike zone. In turn, in the southern direction, dropping missiles near the front line could allow Ukraine to strike airfields or naval facilities in the Crimea. The JASSM missiles could allow Ukraine to hit targets at a distance of about 300 kilometers on Russian territory, including at least 3 air bases, some of which Russia has used to carry out strikes, Reuters clarifies. The agency also writes that JASSM has so far only been integrated for aircraft that were developed in the United States. Ukraine, in turn, will use several dozen F-16s, each of which can carry 2 cruise missiles. At the same time, one of the US officials said that there were attempts to make the missile operational with non-Western fighters that Ukraine has. However, he did not specify which aircraft he was talking about. It is known that our country uses MiG-29, Su-24 and Su-27 aircraft.
A drone attack took place in the Russian city of Kaluga. Local Telegram channels reported this. Ukrainian-owned kamikaze drone struck an oil refinery and the Typhoon equipment plant. As a result, an explosion and fire occurred in a fuel tank at the oil refinery. An explosion is also said to have occurred in the military-industrial complex. The city administration said that 8 drones were shot down over Kaluga, and drone debris fell on the territory of the Typhoon plant. There were minor injuries during the incident. The Typhoon plant, which is part of the military-industrial complex, produces communication systems, radioelectric reconnaissance and radar equipment installed on military equipment, air defense systems, components for aviation equipment and missile complexes.
Там вообще пиздец.
Пиздец.
Колонны выстраиваются
Ну да.
одна колонна под срочников, одна колонна под контрактников.
Слушай, говорю.
The besieged Russian servicemen have released images from the semi-destroyed building where they had been staying for a week with the corpses of their slain comrades. Saying that they could not leave their place for a long time and were under fire, the invaders added that there were wounded among them, and that one of the soldiers died due to lack of medical assistance. The soldier made an appeal and showed the corpses next to them. He said dozens of corpses were rotting and complained about the unbearable conditions. He also noted that there were corpses of hundreds of Russian soldiers around the building.
Откат, блядь, с товарищем. Товарищи закатывались, нахуй. Один 200-й, блядь, один 300-й, блядь. Вот этот был целый, блядь, вначале. Потом отправили меня, блядь, в одинокого, заполз. 2 сброса уебали, блядь. Ну, добрался кое-как, короче. Если бы понимали, что было, блядь, здесь открытки, блядь, километр, нахуй. В этом километре, нахуй, в посадке, блядь, лежит под 100, короче, человек, блядь. Вот с товарищем оттягивались. Въебались, блядь, на сбросе, нахуй. Ноги ему расхуярило, блядь. Прислали вот нам в помощь, чтобы вытянуть его. Еще одного Карифана, вон он лежит, мерзнет, блядь. Выйти не можем, короче, пасут, блядь, открытку. Вот сделали импровизированную тележку, блядь, чтобы выкатить друга, блядь. Ждем погоду, блядь, как съебаться, нахуй. Никак не можем мы отсюда выйти, блядь. Ну, очень надеемся, блядь, на то, что мы отсюда выйдем. Вот кореш среди жмуриков лежит. Наши парни везде кругом, блядь. Стволы валяются, нахуй, никому не нужные, блин. Минка, нахуй. Сгоревший, все пропахло, блядь. Все провоняло. Насчитал, блядь, только здесь.